Why would I take it off?
There's a whole bunch of broads, skinny with bikinis. You think you're hot, then let me take off my ring and show the girls that I'm single.
How could you be like this right now?
Really?
Maria was heartbroken because Christian's wedding ring was gone. What on earth had happened? Just yesterday afternoon, to celebrate their new marriage, Maria and Christian went to the beach with friends to hang out. To avoid getting her dress wet, Maria stood on the shore, watching Christian and their friends play volleyball in the sea. Just as Christian walked back to the shore and reached out to ask Maria for a towel, only to find his finger burn empty. Christian panicked instantly. He forced himself to stay calm, told Maria that it might have fallen off accidentally. Then he headed back to the spot where they'd been playing volleyball to look for it, but there was no sign of the ring anywhere. So when he returned again, Maria's tone turned sharp and intense. Maria was convinced that her husband had taken off the ring on purpose to make others think he was still single, because on the other side of the beach, there were plenty of beautiful women with great figures. Christian looked completely shocked. He couldn't understand why his wife would think such a thing. He tried to stay calm and retorted, "Why would I take it off myself?" But the ring was already gone. No matter how much he explained, Maria still refused to believe him. The two of them had no choice but to part on bad terms. When they got home, Maria stopped talking to her husband entirely. She sat alone on the edge of the bed, seething with anger. At that moment, Christian's father noticed that something was wrong. He confronted Christian, asking if he'd upset his wife. Christian had no choice but to admit that he'd lost the ring, perhaps because the waves had been too rough and strong. The wedding ring had slipped off his finger, but what made him even angrier was that Maria had actually doubted his loyalty to their relationship. His father could only say that losing the ring was a fact, so Maria's suspicions were not entirely unfounded. If he didn't go to Maria and apologize for his mistake, their marriage would be nothing but an empty shell. Christian fell silent for a moment, then said that he was willing to apologize. He took a deep breath and walked into the bedroom. At that moment, Maria was sitting on the edge of the bed, waiting for Christian to explain himself. Christian sat down beside Maria, apologized to his beloved wife, saying that he'd just been flustered because he'd lost the ring, and that he would take Maria to buy a new ring later. What other twists and turns await this newlywed couple? We'll just have to wait and see.